So hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and today I want to talk about another Endo farming method, which is the Rathuum arena. Every time I made a video about farming Endo or even fusion cores back in the day, I got a ton of comments saying that the best way of farming Endo or fusion cores is the Rathuum arena. Now, I was never a big fan of the Rathuum arena because while I like the idea of the game mode, the enemies are, in my opinion, just frustrating. They're not fun to fight. So every time I would release a video and I would read the comments, I would go to the Rathuum arena, I would try it for a bit, I would get salty because I got a bad combo or a bad modifier, and I would leave without properly testing it. However, I've recently finished a Fatal Teleport build on Ash Prime that's designed to counter Juggernauts in infested sorties, which is why it has so much defensive stuff, and I thought, you know what, this is probably like the best setup I can use for the Rathuum arena, because when you combine it with any dagger that has covered lethality, you can just teleport to the executioners and one-shot them, and you don't have to deal with their bullshit abilities. And I also wanted to see if there is a way to multiply the Endo drop, so I tried Ivara with Prowl, which unfortunately doesn't work, but I also tried Necros with Desecrate, which does work. Though I would only recommend bringing Necros if you are either really good at shooting and dodging, so you can kill the enemies without them touching you, because most of them will just straight up one-shot you, or if you want to do this in a party, because soloing the level 85 Rathuum arena, which is the one we're going to be doing because it gives the most Endo, as Necros is pretty rough, because you cannot summon any shadows in there, or at least I couldn't. Now, if you want to do this on your own, the mission's going to take you somewhere between 5 to 7 minutes to complete, and you're going to get somewhere between 200 and 700 Endo, depends on how lucky you get with the drops. Now, the amount of Endo you get is going to be pretty much the same unless you bring Necros, however, the time it takes to finish the mission is going to be much lower if you get the reinforcements modifier. This is especially noticeable if you're doing this solo, because you will only have 2 executioners otherwise, so you kind of have to bring the party to them because they will kind of spawn in random places. But if you get the reinforcements modifier, you will have 4 and they will bring the party to you. Though at the same time, you also have a higher chance of getting a terrible combo like Mr. I'm gonna teleport you and stun you just for long enough for me to snipe you with dual hex. With Mrs. I'm gonna jump into the air and fire a volley of heat-seeking rockets that have infinite range, enormous blast radius, and one-shot you. I got that bitch like 5 times in a row, and I got so frustrated that if I got her one more time, I think I would just eat my keyboard out of anger. So while it does reduce the mission time quite significantly because you have twice as many enemies to kill, it can also be a hell of a lot more frustrating. Which is why I would not recommend doing this solo. This is much better to do in a party because you're gonna get more executioners, so you're gonna cut down the time even if you don't get the reinforcements modifier, and you can bring 1 Necros and 3 DPS frames to just murder the enemies, and you can finish this mission in under 3 minutes. And at that point, even if you don't bring Necros, you can still get between 200 and 700 Endo in sort of 3 to 5 minutes, which is amazing. And it's also a lot more fun and less frustrating with a party, especially with a party of friends if you're on TeamSpeak or Discord or something like that, because instead of getting more and more frustrated every time you get hit with a flashbang, you can kind of just laugh it off. But if you don't want to play in a party, you can definitely do this solo as well. So if you're a bit short on Endo and you want to farm a little bit, the Vodianoi, I have no idea how to pronounce that, Rathuum arena is pretty good, though bear in mind that it is much better and faster to go with a full party with Necros. And that's pretty much it for the video, so I thank you very much for watching as always, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.